Hey everyone, it's Chan back with another video. Back at it in my car because our ring light still is not fixed. This is not the best lighting right now. I'm recording this at like 7:30, 8 o'clock. So it's not the brightest outside, but it's decent. I mean, it's natural. A while back, I uploaded a video of me coming out on YouTube called I'm Bisexual. And ever since then, people have been asking me to make a video about my coming out story. And that video, I touched base on it a little bit, not really, kind of. Nah. So as you can tell by the title of this video, I'm gonna be giving you guys an in-depth story of my coming out story. These videos are made by almost every YouTuber that is gay or bisexual or pansexual, whatever the case may be. I love these videos because everybody's story is different and everybody in general is different. Everybody's life is different. So even though it's like the same topic, no video is the same. And I just figured I should put my story out there, and maybe my story will encourage you guys to come out, or maybe you can relate to my story in some way. Regardless, I just think this would be a great video to make. It all started 19 years ago when I was born. I came out of the room and I was gay since the start. And that's the video for you guys. Just kidding. I wish it was that easy. Growing up, I never really thought that I would be bisexual. I know some people who knew since they were like a little kid that they were gonna be gay or whatever the case may be. But I never really knew until like around, I want to say like 7th or 8th grade. And even then I wasn't really out. I was in the closet, but I didn't know I was in the closet. Like I knew I was in the closet, but I denied being in the closet because I didn't want to be. It was confusing. I knew that I thought females were pretty. I would look at a female and be like, okay, she's cute. But I never really saw a guy as somebody that I would consider attractive or consider dating. So even though I didn't see guys attractive, I never completely crossed out the idea of potentially dating them. It was around that time when I just was feeling really curious. I was in middle school, you know, so I was just getting curious, just trying to figure out what I like in that sense. I mean, I know it's like a young age, but like that's when you just start going through all those changes and blah blah blah, all that stuff. So you just start to get curious. I was in relationships with females like left and right, you know, like just dumb middle school stuff. But I never really just excluded the idea of being with a guy. It was always in the back of my mind of possibly giving it a chance. I just never really went about doing it. And around this time, everybody was making fun of me for being gay because people thought I was gay, which I never really knew why. Looking back, I get it now, but in the moment, I never really understood why people thought I was gay or even remotely bisexual. So since everybody was making fun of me for being gay or for being in the closet, I was too scared to come out. But at that time, I denied being gay because I wasn't, or at least I didn't think I was. I didn't think I liked guys. As I said, I wasn't attracted to guys, but I didn't accept the idea of being with a guy or possibly giving a guy a chance. Like, I was very open to that, but I just never went about it with any other guy because I never found a guy that I'd want to give it a try with. So I always denied being gay because I didn't think I was, or even bisexual. And me getting made fun of for it made me even more scared to come out in the future. This goes on all throughout high school, but around 11th grade I noticed that I did start to find guys attractive, but I didn't really think anything of it because females find other females attractive, but that doesn't make them gay or bisexual. So I just figured, why can't a guy think another guy is good looking without being considered gay or bisexual? I just thought it was one of those things, but apparently it's not, because guys can't think that other guys are good looking without being gay. Double standards, you know what I mean? I didn't think anything of it, but around 11th grade is when I started to see guys in a different light. So now I'm at this point where I am attracted to guys and I'm still open to dating guys, but since I never tried dating a guy or I caught feelings for a guy, I didn't think I was gay or bi. I just always had feelings towards females and always liked females and always dated females. So I just consider myself straight, and that was it. September of last year comes around and I move in with Isaiah. Isaiah has been my best friend for about 5 or 6 years at this point, and he is openly gay. And he knew he was gay since he was a little kid. And him and I talked about me potentially being gay and whatnot, but like he didn't really want to push it on me because he figured that I would come to terms with it when I was ready. Because as I said, everybody knew but me. I moved out with Isaiah in September. And then around late October, early November, I started to just stop caring about what other people think. And I realized it was time for me to figure out who I am. Whether if that's me being bisexual or what, I had to figure it out. I had to give it a chance and just see what happens because I was tired of not knowing. And at that point, I was still not sure if I liked guys like that or not, but I was still open to the idea of it. And I just had to know. Because back in high school and middle school, I was too scared to even give it a shot because I'll get made fun of for it. So now that I'm on my own, I don't have to worry about anybody judging me in school. I just figured now is the time to figure it out. So I took time to figure it out. I didn't plan on it being Isaiah that I would end up falling in love with, or for me seeing if I was gay or not, or bisexual or not. I didn't plan on that being Isaiah. It really just happened because I took time to myself to figure out if I was gay or not. I didn't talk to guys like in a dating way. I just started talking to more gay guys and just seeing what happened. It somehow ended up with Isaiah, and him and I just happened, and we just work. And at that point with Isaiah, I started to get feelings for Isaiah, like really deep feelings, and I realized like this is a thing. I am in love with Isaiah. So if I can fall in love with Isaiah, then that makes me bisexual because I've fallen in love with a female before. So now I know I'm bisexual. And now I am with Isaiah, very happy with Isaiah and the relationship that we have. I am honestly so happy that I can finally be myself, and that I can be myself with my best friend. Well, that's basically how I realized I was bisexual. I didn't even acknowledge the possibility of it until I moved out on my own because I was too scared to, because of me getting bullied about it in middle school and in high school. And honestly, I was also scared about how my family would react to it. I don't know what happened, but as soon as I moved out, I kind of just quit caring what other people had to say. I realized it was my life, nobody else's, so what they said about my life was irrelevant. So growing up, I really was just scared of what people would have to say, especially my family. And when I came out with Isaiah, my family was very accepting for the most part. You have a few people here and there who aren't really gonna agree with it, and that's fine. But for the most part, it all went well. At this point in time, in 2018, people are a lot more accepting of gay people and people of that community. But back then in middle school and like early high school, people were legit getting killed for being gay, which made it even that much scarier to come out. It was very hard to love yourself and to accept yourself when you felt like nobody else would. But once I moved out on my own, I realized if I'm happy, that's all that matters. Regardless of who I choose to love, if I'm happy, why does that matter to anybody else who I fall in love with? If people truly love you, then they will respect you for who you love. Do not be scared to come out and to be yourself. I was for a good 6 to 8 years, and it was a very dark time. Looking back, I wish I would have accepted myself sooner and not be scared to be who I really am and not be closeted like that. People make being in the closet seem like such a bad thing. It's a scary thing, and people don't understand that. They like to poke fun at you about it and make jokes about it, but it's not. It's very scary. I was too scared to be myself, and people don't see it that way. They see me as too scared to be gay, not too scared to be myself. Like, it's just a completely different perspective until you're in those shoes. And some people won't ever get it because some people are straight. They will never have to worry about experiencing something as terrifying as coming out. But coming out shouldn't be terrifying, and I realize that now. You shouldn't be scared to be yourself. You shouldn't be scared to love somebody else, whether if they're the same gender or not. Regardless, you should not be scared of any of that. You should be happy with who you are, whether if you are gay, bisexual, pansexual, transgender, whatever the case may be yourself and love yourself. And if people don't love you for you, then they shouldn't even be in your life. Whether if it's family or friends, whoever the case may be, if they can't accept you, then you don't have to accept them. That's just how it is. If they can't accept you and your decisions, then you don't have to accept their opinions on you. Just love yourself and don't be scared to love somebody else. And there's one thing that you get out of this. I just want you guys to know that it's okay if you're a guy dating a guy, female dating a female. It's okay if you are a male but you feel like you should be a female or vice versa. It's okay. Don't let anybody on social media or any social media post tear you down or let anybody tear you down. Confidence is beautiful. And you're beautiful the way you are, regardless of who you love. So that's my coming out story. That's how I knew I was bisexual. And that's like as in depth as I can get to it. There's really not that much to it, but that's just basically my story of how I realized I'm bisexual and everything that led up to that point. With all that being said, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed. Comment down below your coming out story if you have one, or just comment down anything below that's positive and supportive. And definitely subscribe if you are new. Tap the bell to be notified whenever I post. I post videos randomly. I'm trying to get on a set schedule, but I'm not there yet. So just tap the bell to be notified whenever I post so you don't miss out on a single video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support. See you guys in the next video.